Hello. I told you AK worked at B2. Am I at the Dairy Queen right now? I mean, I'm at the laundromat. I don't know why it's a big deal where I work, but you all you're all so interested. You're all interested. You're all interested. And this isn't gonna last very long. Let me charge my AirPods. Boom boom pow, no chicken shack in my style. I have 30 minutes until my wash is done. I'm getting my ass together. I got 3 fucking weeks of laundry. I love those big like laundry like washers though because I can do them all at once. I don't really have a lot of whites, so I'll just throw it all in there. The worst. How you guys doing? Got a date tonight. I'm really looking forward to it. I went to therapy today. It was good. I've come a long ways in the last 2 months because after being on my new meds, I hate doing laundry too. I need my I need my dryer fixed at my house so I don't have to do this, but I ain't too worried about it. Come here and spend what, an hour and a half? Depends on how fast I am at folding the clothes. I gotta do my clothes, go home, get ready. Want to hear a funny story? I leave my washing stuff in my car. So my pods were fine, but my fabric softener was frozen. My 40, not 409, but like the spray where you can like get stains out, it was frozen. Yeah, fun times. I come in here and the bathroom is like for patrons only, right? So I bring all my laundry in and I set it by the big one. I have to go to the bathroom first because it's so cold outside. Like I have to go to the bathroom. So I go up there and I said, "Is there any way I can use your restroom?" She goes, "Are you doing your laundry here?" And I point over to the she goes, "Hey, could you let them in the room?" I was like, "Yeah, I have so much laundry." Hey, how are you? I still got sleep in my eye. Stop ghosting us. Who am I ghosting? Who am I ghosting? What are you talking about? You stop ghosting me. I'm sick of you ghosting me, Lindsay. Lindsay Lulu. Hey, Anana. Happy Friday. Your friend on here. Huh? What? I don't know what you're talking about. The guy's talking complete sentences. I'm going to hang out with my niece and nephew. That's good. I miss my nieces. I didn't get to go home for the holidays, so it's been kind of hard. Uh, I know. I didn't go live for 2 nights in a row. I mean, I went on Saeed's live. If you follow Saeed, you'll see me over there at night because I always have to go see my Pakistani boyfriend at night. We've been up all night, several nights over here. What the hell? You can't ghost me. I know where to find you, right? Uh, Everybody's been up without me because I've been occupied. I've been preoccupied over here. No, that's not old news. That's new news. I'm trying to get the documents and everything, the new information that was put out. Um, preoccupied with Cowboy. I had been preoccupied with Cowboy, but I'm going on a date tonight with a woman. So I've been, last night I stayed up talking to her. Hey, I'm dating. Ain't no shame in my game. I'm single. I mean, one of the Tinder swipes paid off. Hey, Kirby. Kirby, I really do think you should change your name. Oh, snazzy. I know, right? Yeah, I went to the therapist today and we were talking. I just am waiting on the judge to finalize my paperwork. Um, you're going to act your birthday live cool because I think you should do that. Um, oh, it's the birthday live tonight. You're going to act your birthday live cool because I think you should do that. Um, oh, it's the birthday live tonight. Today is Friday at 8. I'll be on my date. Our birthday was the other day, but I'll be on my date. All right, listen. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. You're the curviest of curvies. Happy birthday to you. I love you. I love you. Sorry, I'll be at my on my date. You need a wink. Okay. You want the slow one? God, I'm in public. All right, here we go. This one's just for curvy. If you're not curvy, you need to look away. This is only for curvy. All right, you ready? I made it extra slow for you. Extra slow. That's the best birthday gift, right? You're melding. Yeah. When I'm sitting across from that woman tonight, should I just be like, should I break it out on her? Should I just like, she'll probably die. She already thinks that I'm funny as fuck. So I guess on my dating profile, I say something like, it's one of those starter questions. It's like, what's one of the, I don't know, what's something that you can do to like get to me or whatever? And I said, meet my kink is what I said on that. That's my answer. So she was asking me, she like asked me, she was like, so what is this kink? And I said, you're not ready for this. I was like, this isn't a conversation that we have before we meet. I was like, we got to meet. So then last night we were talking on the phone and she said something and I said something back at her because she has on her profile no hookups. And I said, you might have to change your profile after tomorrow night. And she's like, why? I said, it says no hookups. She goes, you just made my palms sweaty. I was like, good, good, good. I'm already off to a good start. Got him just like I like him. Already off to a good start. I'm having a great day. If you hit it off at the end of the night with call me and a slow wink, that'll be the test. It's a kind of fancy. I'm taking her to a place called Molly Moo's. I always want to call it Maggie Moo's, and it's not Maggie Moo's. It's Molly Moo's. Asian flair. It's kind of fancy. Polaris. It's not too expensive though because I'm a broke bitch. And guess what happened? I got hit with a $960 electric bill. So I had to call today and try to figure out a payment plan. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. It's like it's the 20s and 30s here, and I cannot keep it warm enough in my house. So, but I am hoping that I have a good time. Love Molly Woo's. Their chicken lettuce wraps are insanely good. I'll have to try it. I'll have to try it. Sarah, smile. I saw my man friended you. Thought that was funny. He's out there in the TikTok streets right now trying to figure out TikTok. So y'all need to go follow Cowboy. It's Urban Cowboy 5, Urban City Cowboy 5. Go follow him, give him some love. He hasn't made any videos yet because I haven't taught him, haven't taught him how yet. Yeah. So I have by the 22nd to pay $200. So I'm hoping that I can make some TikTok money. We'll see. I told him Columbus gang. He did. I was laughing. Yeah. He was like, "Do you know anybody on my list?" And I went and I was like, "I know Sarah Smile." He was like, "How you know her?" I said, "I don't know. I said, she's been in some of my lives." I was like, "She's sent me a follow request. I just haven't followed back yet." And so I followed you back. But yeah, I told him he needs to get out there and network. He's got some really cool ideas. I can't wait for him to bring him to TikTok. Um, he's got some really cool ideas. So what is today? 16th? 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So I got 6 days. Man, somebody smells like the marijuana. I don't know who it is, but they need to stop that because I'm not still not allowed to partake. I have people at work that are like, when you can partake. And I'm like, you bet, you name the day. You too, Kirby. Love ya. Happy birthday again. Thank you, Tiffany. I'm just wasting time right now. Oh, somebody asked me what I'm going to wear. Um, I think I'm going to wear jeans and a t-shirt and a flannel over it, and then my black Carhartt. And I don't know what hat I'm going to wear yet. I think it depends on what flannel I wear. But I think that's what I should wear on a winter date. I've decided that I need to start going to the gym. I can't afford it, but I need to start like I need to go and do the leg press so that I can make my booty look better because like I lost weight and my booty's not as bootyless as bootylicious as it needs to be. It's kind of like, 47 years old, gravity. Gravity. Or maybe I can go to the TikTok shop and just buy the underwear that has the butt in them. Because listen, I've been buying bras that have the boobs in them. Why can't I buy the underwear that's got the butts in them? I'll just be all fake. Maybe I get me some lip filler, some Botox. They work on these wrinkles. I need an eyeectomy. It's not an eyeectomy. It's whatever that is called. Blephectomy. I don't know. I can't remember what it's called. Ooh, I've got a flash goal. What the fuck is my flash goal? It's weird. Oh, it's those little hearts. I don't know if I've done a flash goal before. Well, hello again. Why are you in here? Are you getting me fucked up with Corey? Because I mean, I know who Tabitha is, but like, why are you in here bothering me? Well, why are you in here? Could you at least give me a heart? You were in here the other night too, and I didn't even. Oh, that's nice. But I need the flash goal heart. I had my heart me's all the way up to 185 yesterday or the day before. Those things fall off like ain't nobody's business. Join my fan club. That's what everybody's doing. Yeah, those little hearts. I don't know what they are. I think I need 18 of them. Oh, thank you. You're not such a roach after all. I mean, how big are you? Are you like an inch size roach or like a half of inch roach? Or are you just like one of the tiny roaches? Or are you not even that kind of roach? Are you this kind of roach? Like what kind of roach are you? I think I need to know. I need to know more information. If you don't know who Tabitha is Hippie Harley. Hippie Harley's a person on this app who is the most ridiculous of ridiculousness. Um, she says that my friend Mama Tot um, kidnapped her and did all kinds of stuff to her that she didn't do. And anyway, that's what her Hippie Harley's real name's Tabitha. For the people in here that don't even know what I'm talking about, my friend Corey, he does lives on Hippie Harley. He's got her. He streams her. You know, I don't do that. I don't sit and stream people because one, I don't have the time to do it. But I don't know. I just couldn't watch somebody 24/7. Although I got told the other day that people are streaming me now. It makes me feel very popular. Popular. I'm gonna be popular. I'm at the laundromat. People are like, "What the fuck is wrong with this person?" And I'm like, "A lot. A lot's wrong with me today at the laundromat. I've got my laundry clothes on. I've got no bra on. Don't tell anyone. Because listen, I don't care. See you later." You couldn't understand why. Listen, it's because I'm popular. Hey Tammy. It's because I'm amazing. That's why people stream me. Bras are for the weak. Listen, I don't have a bra on. I've got sweatpants on. Here's what I'm wearing. Here's my fit. I've got a Carhartt on, which is Cowboys. I've got this sweatshirt, sweatpants, crocodiles, rainbow crocodiles. I look like a straight up trash heap. And I don't care. And I got my danglies all dangling. Cowboys. Nicole, did you not see my cowboy video? Got my man at the end of it. You should go check it out. It's the Save the Horse Ride the Cowboy with. He's at the end. Don't want to. Nicole, forgot. Forgot. Me and Nicole were dating. She doesn't like it when I talk about my other people. She doesn't. She doesn't care. I went to her live earlier, and she had the audacity to be like, "I'm resetting," and I was like, "Fine, just because I come in, you reset." Boss. Hey, don't get spicy with me, baby. I can get spicy right back. Yeah, it's true. The word on the street, me and Nicole. True crime, Nicole. You got restricted? What the heck? Oh, that's why you reset. I forgot to go back in. What are you doing in a couple hours, Nicole? Why are people really wanting to? Really, I haven't been on, but to go live and make a few vids. What are you going to go live for later? Because somebody's excited to see you. I'm always excited to see you. Uh-oh, Nicole's broke my winker. Oh, just to make orders. Nicole, you broke my winker. Okay, my true crime people in here. Did you watch my cock block video earlier? Seriously. I'm going to talk about it for a second. People have the audacity to take public pictures that they didn't take and throw their watermark on it like that's their original content. Oh, I saw something, but I didn't know what it was. Is this about the Lopez's? No. Hernandez's? No. It's Lopez's, right? The Houston one? Lopez. Okay. I saw you talking about it for a second on one of your videos. I got to go back and look into it because I haven't looked into it yet. But I like you. So I'm going to go look into what you're looking into. But does that bother anybody else when somebody takes pictures off the Google and then they put their fucking watermark on it like they like it? Like that shit's theirs. Dude, you're just trying to cock block the true crime community by putting your damn watermark on it. Like, why do that? It's on the Google for free without your damn fucking watermark on it. It just makes it look like it's your original content. And that bothers the fuck out of me because I really respect a lot of people. But when I see that, I'm like, why are you doing that? I mean, I get you don't want anybody else to use it, but don't you realize it's just a Google fucking search? Why make it harder for people? We're all out here swapping each other's information anyway. I mean, if you act like you're not, then you're crazy. It is annoying. I don't understand it. I literally got so annoyed. I know no one wants to share, but you know what? It's literally a Google search. Don't act like that fucking shit's yours. I don't know what you're talking about. Listen, there's a true crime creator on here that I was interested in something about Michael McKee. And I was like, oh, okay. And they watermarked all their bullshit. And I was like, why the fuck do that? And then I just went and looked at the Google, literally typed it in, and it came right up. I'm like, this isn't even your original content. Why are you watermarking the bullshit? Like, okay, so I'm a photographer. I understand watermarking your own original content so that nobody else steals it. But when you watermark something that isn't yours, all right, it makes it look like that's your original content when it's not your original fucking content. I don't know. It's annoying. Thank you. I needed some docs. I was asking for some. Here's the thing. Everybody always wants to be first, right? I don't care if I'm first, last, I don't give a fuck. But if I'm covering a case, just like I took 2 days off of true crime, right? But if I'm covering a case, like I like to know things. And if somebody else wants to throw the shit up first, let them. I don't care because guess what? The people who watch me might not be watching you, so they're getting their information from me. Just like your people are getting the information off of you. And I don't worry about that shit. Like I literally don't. I think everybody in true crime should kind of work together in some aspects. Like I think that it only makes us better and stronger as a community. However, there are people that I would not work with and that I would never want to work with, and that I hate that I scroll into their lives. But a lot of the people that I fuck with, for some reason, are fucking around in these lives. So I'm like, okay, well, if they're in here, then maybe there's something in here that I need to know. Maybe I can learn something. More than likely, some of the times the people that I don't want to watch, I don't learn anything from them. Really. I did learn about a case though. It's not even a case really, but I was listening to some people the other day talk about the I-65 corridor missing people, murders, or whatever. That was interesting. I went down the rabbit hole with that for just a few minutes, and I was like, wow, this is pretty cool, actually, because I don't understand either why they're putting people's cars in the mud, dirt, things are disappearing, and then people's things are reappearing. I don't know. It's just weird. Hey, how do I feel about the ice shooting? I feel like he killed her. He murdered her. And my opinion is not a popular opinion because MAGA out there won't let it be. I hope he gets what's coming to him. I hope karma's a bitch. Yeah, I need to update on Rebecca Park case too because I haven't, but I did see where several of the true primers did. Um, I feel like I need to update because I followed that case and I was making content on it. So there are things I need to do. Maybe I'll do that when I leave my date later. She just asked me if I want to go play pool after dinner. Listen, back in the 90s, I had my own pool stick. It was black and it had flames on it. All right. And I was pretty damn good back then, but I haven't played pool in a fucking long time. She's gonna tear me up. We go play pool. I talk a lot of shit and I say a lot of things so other people don't have to. I realized that yesterday. I was sitting there thinking some things. I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't say this, but I know other people are thinking it. So, like, maybe I'll just say it just so it can be said. You know what? That baffles me. So, like, some of these true crime creators, like, really let me have it one day when I thought they let me have it, right? I went up in their live and I thought they let me have it. Good one, too. After they let me have it, they haven't, like, let me have it again. I mean, I've even streamed into their live, like, scrolled right into their lives. That's the thing, though, that's the thing about, I don't even know what I was getting ready to say. Sorry, I got distracted. Freedom of speech. Yeah, there is freedom of speech. That's right. But somebody should really watch what they say. Did you see about, so I watched Tizzy because I like Tizzy a lot. Did you see where there's this guy in Georgia who was screaming a security guard profanities and then was calling him slurs and all that? You know that his freedom of speech, he got a misdemeanor and put in jail for it? Yeah, that's what happens with freedom of speech. You can say whatever the fuck you want to, but there might be consequences to that. And people need to realize that because a lot of people on the internet think that they are immune to anything because of freedom of speech. You're actually not, but you can keep thinking that. I think that guy's name was Robert something. I looked him up because anytime Tizzy's trying to find somebody, I try to go find him. Heck, they block you on TT. Who? Who blocked me? I ain't missing anything if they blocked me. What's up? Wonder how much longer I have on my laundry. Hold on. Let's go look. And that chair was hard to get out of. It's like on the floor. Look at this thing. Literally on the floor. It's not a giant chair. It's not a chair for a giant. That's still going. Oh, it smells good though. And I know that's mine. Ooh, I have 1 minute. That was good timing. Look at that. 1 minute. Hey, how are you? Oh, I need to go get one of those things. Don't let anybody steal my phone. Okay, I'll be right back. I gotta get a shower. What should I smell like? So I have Dolce and Gabbana, light blue. I've got Dior Sauvage. I don't know what I smell like. Um, Eternity. Damn, I'm out of my CK3. I like to mix colognes. You guys ever like to mix colognes? Hey, Courtney, what's up? Hey, Courtney, need to tell Allie I'm going on a date tonight. If she doesn't hurry up, I'm going to be probably taken. I'm waiting for this thing to unlock. Look at these glasses, man. They're so beat up. I need new ones so bad. Ooh, a hot date. Well, I mean, yeah, I think we'll both be hot. What's funny is like, she's like, we kind of look alike. And I was like, that's okay. I think I'm cute. I think I'm cute. If we look alike, that means I won't think you're cute. Damn it. Come on. Saying open the door. Ugh, God bless. I know my laundry's going to smell fire. Yes. Ooh, it has a lot of hoodies in it, a lot of winter clothes. All right, let's go put this in and I'll get another one in. I'm gonna leave you right here. Don't let anybody steal you, okay? I think I can still talk to you though. I think I'm talking in my AirPod. You stay right there. Anyway, I literally can't believe I'm going on a date with a woman to be actually because like it's been a long time. Because I'm very picky. Like I'm so fucking picky. I mean, I know I'm always like I want to go on a date. I want somebody, but like I'm also like don't want just anybody, you know? I am very picky. Extremely picky. It sucks to be me. Ooh, I think I'm gonna wear this flannel. Yep. Who in the world has this many socks and underwear? Like, I don't even know. Does anybody else have a lot of socks and underwear? I'm just hoping I put enough money on my card to get through my laundry. Sweet. I think I only have to do two dryer fulls. I hope nobody takes that dryer beside it. That's one of my biggest pet peeves is I can't have my laundry right beside each other. If my laundry's not beside each other, they literally get lonely. They long for one another. Can you guys hear me over there? You guys could hear me. Okay, cool. I have probably like 50 pair of underwear, at least 50 pair of underwear. I've got probably like 3,000 pairs of socks. because I have to have tall socks. I've got to have ankle socks. I've got to have socks that you can't see. I've got to have, uh, I get in the mood and I have to have all kinds of weird stuff. You know what I didn't bring here? I only brought one work shirt to put in the laundry. What in the world's wrong with me? A lot. Don't answer that. 80 pounds of laundry. I probably did like 40 pounds of laundry. This time you get to go with me. Hey, Crime Tiger. I saw your bread video. That was fucking funny as hell. I wish I would have just seen you actually take care of business with that bread. Oh man, there's so many people here right now. Usually at the laundromat's where I practice my social skills, just screaming something out in the middle of nowhere, just in the middle of everything, just to see what people think. The last time I was here at the laundromat, I danced for everybody. That was a fun time. I don't think I can do that right now. I don't have a bra on. I mean, I could, but I don't think I want to. Man, I have so many socks and enough hoodies to like for the small.
Ah, no, my AirPod.
I don't understand why that happens. All right, can you guys hear me? Say, look here. 1, 2, 3. It's all 6. Stacy, don't tell me you're going to bed. All right. So 30 minutes on the close. And then, yay, I made it through. I allotted enough money for my laundry. You're getting your nails did? All right. We got 30 minutes. Really hot. Maybe I'll go outside for a second. It's 28 degrees outside. Let's go sit in the car for a minute. I'm over being in here. I'm overly stimulated. As much as I love people, I don't. I do. I do. Don't get me wrong. I do love people. But like sometimes I'm just like, I can't. Oh, cold out here. All right. I need to take this AirPod out of my. Does anybody else's AirPod make it sound like I think it's weird because when you're not listening to anybody, it's really weird.
Right now it's 71 here in Houston. I was talking to somebody that's in Dallas, and they were like, I'm so cold, I'm so cold. And I was like, what? Is it like 59 there and you're like freezing? I was like, it was 28 here when I was talking to them. I was like, 56 here, I'm freezing. Yeah, you guys don't know what cold is. You don't know what cold is. Bitches. Man, I should have went to the bathroom. All right, so I'm going to tell you a story. So the other day, I was at work, and somebody was stealing. There was 3 girls in there, and they were stealing. And I just turned around. I was working on something. I turned around, and I said it just like this. I said, what are you doing? I was like, just put the stuff back. That's how I handle everybody. I'm like, just put it back, right? One of the girls charged me and went to like connect. I went boop like that. They fell completely backwards. They landed. They were out cold. That wasn't my intentions. I then drug them I picked them up by the leg and drug them outside. And I told their friends, I said, could you please put back whatever you had? They dumped their bag and they left. And they continued to drag their friend across the parking lot. Yeah, that's a day in my life. So listen, I was talking to a cop the other day because I keep getting assaulted at work. I had somebody throw a beer can at me so hard in my leg that for 2 weeks I had a bruise like this big around. And it's finally halfway going away. He said, you know you can protect yourself. I was protecting myself. So fuck people. I don't care anymore. And I don't know my own strength, evidently. I just meant to pop them. Just pop them, like stun them. You know, like a possum. Just stun them. No, I knocked that bitch out. I knocked her out. And then I drug her outside by her leg. I'm like, don't come back. I said, you're now banned. Don't come back. And I turned around like business as usual. Didn't even break a smile, nothing. This guy was like, I'm not fucking with you. I was like, you can try. I was like, I'm not putting up with bullshit anymore. 2026 is a whole fucking new ass era for me. Just don't mess with me. I'm just saying, don't mess with me. Like don't come up to me and act like you're going to hit me. You think I'm going to let you sit there and hit me? You think I'm going to let you swing on me? And what was so funny is they had to be inebriated because like this person was probably like 5'5". I'm 6'1". I literally just meant to stun him, not knock him out. Fucking just call me Layla Ali. I mean, fuck. I just was like, a boop, boop, popped him. I take a lot of shit at work. I have to get out of there before I end up getting it. I don't know if I told this story or not. This happened. There's actually a police report out about it, and they're actually still looking for the two guys. But there was a boy that came in asking me about something, and he's like, "You're going to tell me right now, bitch." He was like 16 years old. I just looked at him and I said, you could go over there and it's going to tell you the information that you need. I cannot give you that information because I cannot memorize everything in this store. So they were like, no, bitch, you're going to tell me, and you're going to tell me now. And I just looked at him and I kind of was like, I said, no, I'm not. Then they threw some shit at me, and I took something and I crumbled it up and I threw it down, and I said, you can get your shit and get out. Don't come back. Oh, I'll be back in about 20 minutes. I was like, ooh. Like, I literally was like that. It was like some kid telling me something. I was like, ooh. Well, let me just say, I shouldn't have, because he came back with his dad and his dad's best friend. And he came in rushing me and he was like, did you hit my son? I said, what are you talking about? No, I didn't hit your son. And he was like, get her. And then the boy took a bunch of quarters and nickels and threw them at me. And the shirt I had on was like a V-neck. And so like all of this was red and welted where that boy was throwing quarters, nickels, and dimes at me. And so I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, he had his hand in my face and just screaming at me about how I hit his son and all kinds of shit. And I was like, that didn't even happen. And so I laughed because it was a nervous laugh. And I hate myself for that. I just laughed and it made it worse. And he started throwing shit at me. And then he started destroying the store. And then his friend that came in, he was he had his hand in his pocket and was acting real kind of strange. And he was over by like a display, and he went like this, and you could see the handle of something out of his pocket, if you know what I mean. And I was like, oh, fuck. Today's my day. Today's my day. I'm getting it today. And so the dad, then started taking everything off the racks, throwing it on the floor, taking like equipment, throwing it, like dumping shit over, all these displays, these heavy ass displays. And he was like, ha, bitch, you're going to have to clean this up. And I'm like, if I live, I don't care. That's what I'm thinking. If I live, I don't care to clean this up, you know? So then the guy over in the side, he gets his hand and he's like kind of trying to take it. I mean, I was just like, this is gonna be my last day. And then for some reason he puts his hand in his pocket, arranges it, takes his hand out of his pocket, and then he starts destroying the store even more. And so I have probably like 8 or 9 people in there, and they're just watching this happen. And the guy's like, I didn't bring my piece. I'm going to go get my piece. You call the cops, and I'm going to come back, and I'm going to blow your blank off, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, great. Like, great. This is nice. For one, I have to call the cops because you literally just destroyed the store. Like, I have to. You didn't make this easy for me. I have to now call the cops. So the whole front of our store is glass. And I'm just like, there's pieces of our store that are bulletproof, but I had to go out from behind that. So I go outside, I follow them outside because I wanted to make sure that I got their license plate, because I knew that the store got them on camera, right? I knew that we had all that, but I didn't know if we had the actual license plate or not. And the funny thing is they pulled in a white SUV, and the best friend pulled up in like an old Cadillac beside him. So I walk outside, and he's like, oh, you're awfully fucking brave. He's like, I should do something and beat your head into the pavement or something like that. And I was just like, okay, whatever. And then he said something to me, and I don't know what happened in my brain, but something snapped and the mouth happened. I mean, I raged at this man, raged at him. He turned back around and he started to come towards me. And I just started backing back up into the store because I didn't need to be, a beat down did not need to happen. All right. I didn't need to be beat down. I can't have any more beatings to my head. All right. We're working with like limited brain cells. So I got the license plate, and I called the cops, and they have all the info. But the thing is they're like, do you want to press charges? And I said, yes. They're like, do you want to press charges against the boy? I said, I want to press the charges against the boy the most. I said, because if this boy does not learn at 16 and 17 years old that you cannot act like this, they're going to end up being a career criminal, and they're going to end up being in prison at a very young age. I was like, and honestly, I don't care if they all sit beside each other in jail. I don't care. For one, you're teaching your son that it's okay to assault a woman. Okay. Why? And who the hell, what parent actually listens to their child without any marks on them or anything to say that some woman at a gas station hit him? And you just come in and not even ask, like, did you hit my son? You literally start throwing shit and tell your son to assault me. Like, I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? So yeah, so that happened. That happened in the beginning of December. And that was fun time. The detective called me like right before Christmas, and then I called them back, and so far they haven't collected them yet, but they went out to collect them multiple times and they were not successful. So the store is also actually pressing charges too. So they're pressing charges, I'm pressing charges. And I'm just doing it just because, like, I'm just doing it because this boy is literally going to be a career criminal. And his dad deserves to sit in jail. Like, you're literally telling your 16-year-old son that it's okay to go and throw shit at a woman and try to harm a woman. That's just fucked up. And as much as I want to say that I'm not like a woman and I'm non-binary, which I am, I still realize that I'm a woman. All right. So like, I just think that it's fucked up. And when other people look at me, they don't look at me as if I'm non-binary. They look at me as if I'm a woman. So like, I don't know. Anyway, the funniest part of all that, yes, there's actually a funny part. After that happened, I looked around, right? And these people were like, are you going to take care of us now? I literally lost my marbles. I was like, you can't even walk up to the checkout. You think that I'm going to just help you now? No. If you want your things, just take it and go. Like, or set them down. No, we're not. I've got to close the store. I was like, you just watched me get assaulted. There was a woman that stayed there with me the whole time. And she waited with me until the cops came. And she told them, she gave her side of the story and everything, which was really nice. She was like, I can't believe that happened. I said, I'm glad that you just she backed herself up into the corner. I was like, and I watched her because she was a little older lady. And I was like, these people were, where I work is, if people don't really think that I literally tell the truth about where I live in one of the worst fucking places in Columbus. I do. I live here, I work here, and it's shit. I am more scared at my job than I have ever been scared working in a prison or a jail. I feel more safe at the jail and the prison than I do at my work, where I work right currently. It's insane. My regulars are like, you okay? My regulars come in every day. I'm like, you okay? Everything good? You're not putting up with no shit today, are you? I'm like, listen. No, is there? What is it? Wait, what is it? What is it? What is it? Do tell, do tell. I know it's sad. I've got to get out of here because honestly, I'm going to get hurt. I'm going to get really hurt. Do you know if I could stop someone from being on work release? It depends. It depends on what you have on them and how you go about it. Can you deep dive? Okay, so listen. I've got a date tonight at 7 o'clock, okay? And if it goes well, I think we're going to go play pool, okay? So I don't know what time I'm going to get home, but if you all are up for a late night, I'll be home late. You want to move from where you live? Yes, please. Okay, I'll look into it. I have a couple things I need to do. I need to do an update on the Rebecca Park case. I need to do an update on the Tepe case. And I need to do, I guess I need to look into Jack and Lily now because that's one of my cases too that I do. Damn, bedtime's at 8. Stacy, shut the fuck up. I don't even want to hear you, Stacy. That must have been your bedtime before you knew me, but now that's not your bedtime anymore. Yeah, I hope it is too. Your children's bedtime is 7 o'clock. Stacy's full of shit, okay? You know what's so funny? My parents growing up, so my parents growing up and all my friends always called me Stacy because when I was in kindergarten, writing Astacia. Okay, so Astacia Kathleen Bennington had 27 letters in it. Nobody wants to write that on that manila paper, right? That's too long. Okay. So my mom was just calling me Stacy. So she called me Stacy. So that's what's funny that you're Stacy. I'm also a Stacy, but don't you fucking call me Stacy. Okay. I'm AK. All right. To you. There are some people that come on here who have known me forever since Jesus was a fetus and they call me Stace and that's cool, but don't you call me that. For real, Hubs works early, Stacy. And if you're going to call me that, it's IE bitches. All right? If you're at least going to call me that, that's not my name. That's not my name. Anyway, did you all hear my Bible story? I have not gotten Stacy. Tammy and Stacy, how cute. Excuse me, Stace. You know, I always get some shit for telling stories, and then people use it on me. What was I gonna say? Oh, a Bible story. Okay, if you're a Christian, you like Bible stories, go and watch my Bible story one. It's about a gospel of Enochiel. It's been taken out of the Bible. Like, there's been tons of chapters taken out of the Bible, tons of gospels taken out. Anyway, you should go listen to it. It's a very good inspirational story. You can learn a lot, especially if you think there's only one God. While I'm talking about that, do you know in the Bible where God says, have no other gods before me? Have no other gods before me. Do you know why he said that? Because there's other gods. Now what you got to say? Boom! Anyway, I lost 6 followings right now because people were like, oh no, they're going to be preaching about the Bible. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't really get very religious. You know, I spent like the first, 18 years of my life in religion. Then I went into college and had a world religion class, and I realized that I'd been lied to my whole life. And that's initially where I got all the gods at. Did you know you can chat GPT? You just do that. Chat GPT and ask him how many gods there are. I'll wait. You know, I made a Gen X video about living in the 1900s. I know, listen, I'm old as fucking dirt. I've survived the 1900s, right? But did you know that we had to literally, like, use encyclopedias and not the interwebs? And did you know that they would put out encyclopedias, like, say in 1990 and 1996 you're looking for answers, and the 1990 encyclopedia didn't have it for you? And you know what you had to do then? Wait. Or go fucking explore in the library, or call up somebody that might take your call and ask them about some shit. Yeah, that was the 1900s for you. Did you know in the 1900s people were like available at your fingertips? Like, do you know how many people I met in the 1900s? Like, people that I know that I would never get the chance to meet now. But like, I met so many people in the 1900s. Like, I met both Bushes. I met both Bushes, Clinton, Strickland, Whoopi Goldberg. I partied with Lou Diamond Phillips. I had Lou Diamond Phillips's phone number for quite a while. Nathan Lane, he is so fucking funny. You know the guy that played in The Birdcage with Robin Williams? Nathan Lane, he's hilarious. Met him. Glenn Close, you know her? Fucking, she's amazing. I met her. I'll tell you, my favorite person I've ever met is Julie Andrews. And if you have not ever been in the presence of a fucking queen, Julie Andrews is all that and way more. She's an amazing person. I've met a lot of people. I kissed Melissa Ferrick. Okay, so Melissa Ferrick is this lesbian singer, and back in early 2000s or whatever, she came to Columbus Pride event, and she was singing, and like, she had a little meet and greet thing afterwards, which was just basically her standing at this table underneath this tent thing. And I walked up because I actually brought a picture of her that I had actually made off of another picture. I do a lot of photography and editing and stuff, so it was like really neat. And so I showed it to her, and I was like, I really want you to sign this for me. And she was like, no problem. She's like, how'd you do this? And we were talking. I said, listen, you don't need to know how I did it, but can I kiss you? And she was like, yes. I got to kiss Melissa Ferrick. I know you don't know who that is, but like, I'm always like, hello. If I'm interested, I'm like, come on, let's kiss. Like, why not? I've met a lot of people though. I met Whoopi Goldberg when I was in Washington, D.C. Every year, I did this thing called 4-H National Congress. I had to write a letter to the senator and to the 4-H people or whatever, and they picked like one person from every state, and for 4 years I was that person because I would write like an essay and it would be like bomb diggity, and so I would get to go. So and that's how I met presidents. Except I met George W. I met him in a cornfield in Southern Ohio. Anyway, that's another story. But I went to Planet Hollywood, and me and my friends were eating at Planet Hollywood, and I was like, I said, guys, don't look, but there's Whoopi Goldberg. And people, I'm always like a jokester, and they're like, shut up. And I was like, no. And they thought that I was just that she was going to be on the wall or something. No. She was there donating a dress from Star Trek. And it was like this purple dress with the headpiece on it. And she was with a white dude. I don't remember who he was. Anyway, they were holding hands and stuff. So she was obviously with him at the time, but I can't remember who he was. He didn't look famous to me. It wasn't somebody that I knew or whatever. Anyway, back then, when you take photos, right? And I mentioned this like in my Gen X video. You only have one chance to get a photo. And if you get it or not, you get it or not, right? Listen. No, it wasn't Ted Danson. I thought maybe that's who she was with at that time, but it wasn't him. He had like longer blondish hair. It was weird. Anyway, I went to get my photos developed because I was so fucking happy. And do you know what I got? I got her nose and the back of that guy's head. They were holding hands and he was in front of her, and I got her nose and the back of his head. But what I did do was I got up from the table and I went over to him and I said, listen, Whoopi, you are like one of the most amazing, funny fuckers on this planet. And I just need to tell you that I'm up and coming. Like, I'm going to be a comedian, because I thought at that time I was. And she told me to follow my dreams, and it was nice to meet me. Whoopi Goldberg. Whoopi's changed a lot over time. I can't say that I'm a big fan now, but like at the time I was. But she's fucking absolutely hilarious. But yeah, I wanted to do stand-up. I was in theater and stuff. I would love to get back into it, but my memory's shit, so I don't know if... How do I know the Pike County family? Dana was one of my good friends. The mom. I watched her kids grow up. I watched her kids have kids. I was friends with her husband. What are my thoughts on the case? On the Pike County case? You want my real thoughts? I hope Billy Wagner gets the death penalty. Yep, I sure do. The judge was lenient on how they sentenced Jake, his mom. They were harder on the brother, George, who did not even shoot anyone. They literally gave him life without the possibility of parole. But Jake, he might get out. And Angela, I don't care what anybody says, this whole thing was Angela's mastermind plan. And she's getting 30 years. I'm going to tell you why. Billy Wagner is not smart. He's not smart. He's not smart enough to come up with this plan. He wasn't smart enough to come up with this plan. So for them to say that it was Billy Wagner who came up with this mastermind plan, there's no way in this world that he did. It was his wife, Angela. She hated Dana. She hated the whole damn family. And I hope every day is a struggle for her in jail. And I guess you'd have to know them. I knew them, and it's just weird because I knew both families. Long, long, long time ago. some of my family worked for Billy's mom, Frederica. She's a crooked bitch. She's rich, though. She's rich. She's probably one of the most wealthy in that county because Pike County is a very, very poor county. No, it absolutely didn't start over weed. It was nothing about weed. Not at all. It was because Dana wouldn't let Hannah, which was her daughter. So Hannah and Jake had a baby named Sophia. And Angela wanted to... I'm talking about the Roden family murders out of Pike County, Ohio, or Roden family massacre, Pike County massacre, Pike County murders, whatever you want to call it. Dana, the mom, was one of my good friends, really good friends. We talked all the time. I was supposed to do her photos because her daughter Hannah just had a new baby, and I was supposed to do photos the next weekend at a field across from their house that had wildflowers and stuff. And that weekend never came. But Jake and Hannah had a baby named Sophia, and it was all about custody. They wanted custody of that baby. They didn't want to have to share custody. And in order to get full custody of that baby, they did forged documents saying that if anything happened to Hannah, that Jake would get the baby. Angela's mom forged paperwork. It was a whole family affair, and it was all about the baby. And so they schmurdered every single person that could have custody of the baby. Anybody that could have put two and two together and went back and figured it out. This is why I'm so passionate about true crime too. It's because I know what it feels like. I know what it feels like to be a friend, and have 8 people that you know taken off the planet execution style as they sleep. That's why some of the cases that I cover, I know what it feels like. The Teppies. To hear that they got schmurdered with a silencer. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It was. So they went to Chris's house first. Chris had a trailer. Chris's cousin was staying with him. And Chris and Billy were good friends. Best friends, actually. And so when Billy showed up in the middle of the night, it was probably like a little bit off-putting, but like, I'm sure Chris was confused. And then they went out into the barn, into the grow barn. This is where Mary Jane comes into play. Chris had a grow operation. He had a barn full of Mary Jane. And this is why people thought that it was based on that. So they went out there to the barn, Chris and Billy, and when they walked back, the boys, Jake and George, were supposed to pew Chris. It didn't happen. They choked up or something. So then Billy goes back into the house, and then when Billy went back into the house, Jake came in, and that's when Chris and his cousin got pewed. And then they went next door to Frankie and Hannah Gillies. Now, Frankie is Dana's oldest boy, and he had a son by another woman, like a toddler that was there. And him and Hannah just had a newborn not too long ago, before this. As the newborn laid between them, they went in there and pew-pewed them execution style while they slept. They left the kids alive. They went down to my friend Dana's. They went in. They went to Dana's room. They put a pillow over her head. Executed her. Went to Hannah's room. And Hannah was nursing her newborn. Just a couple days old. And he pew-pewed her execution style. Laid her back in the bed. Put the baby on her so she could nurse off of her dead mom. And then they went down the hall. And Chris Jr., which was 16 years old, was trying to hide. And he was between the wall and trying to get between the wall under his bed. And they shot him. For when the authorities came, they couldn't find him. For the longest time, they thought maybe he got away and was running in the woods somewhere. But that wasn't true. He was stuck between the wall and underneath the bed. And then if that wasn't enough, they drove quite a few miles away to Chris's brother's camper. They opened the camper door, executed him as he laid there sleeping. So, that's the story of how my friends got executed. By a family that they knew. By people we all knew. And it doesn't get any easier. Every time I think that I'm okay. Every time I think I'm okay to talk about it, I'm not. And I've never went into detail about it like I just did. I've tried to read a million times Jake's confession. And every time I get to the part to where he did that to my friend, it's just like I can't. And the kicker, I was texting her that night and she didn't make any sense. And I thought that she was drinking, and I told her, I said, I'll talk to you tomorrow. I said, I think you're drunk. She wasn't drunk. And then the Wagners got into their phones. And where do you get the confession? I didn't realize that he did. Yeah, he had to confess. He confessed so that him, his mom, and his brother wouldn't get the DP. That's why they didn't get the DP, is because he confessed. I was going to get on and read it to everybody. I don't know if that's something that people would want to hear. But, alright, I will. The dad still hasn't went. This has been since 2016. He wanted to leave the county. So now they're trying to figure out where he's going to go. Which judge is going to do it. So, yeah. So there's that. But since Jake didn't ask for the DP to be off the table for his dad, I'm really hoping that that he gets it, to be honest, because I don't believe that anybody should be able to execute 8 people and be able to live. I have no idea why they let Jake. I don't get it. I don't get it. Like I said, Jake's the one who pulled the trigger on most of the stuff, and yet he didn't even get life. Like, yeah, it's crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna get my clothes and stuff. Give me just a second. Oh, I've really got to go to the bathroom. I'm always afraid people are going to steal my clothes, though. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to make it. I got to pee. There's not a lot of people in here right now, though. Maybe nobody will take my stuff. Hey, can I get in the restroom? Can I get in the restroom? So, would you guys be interested in getting me the Judge Deering is a good man. Judge Deering is a damn good man. So I hope nobody actually thinks that. He is my best friend's parents' best friend, and I was raised around Judge Deering. Now the new judge, on the other hand, hold on just a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, that was weird. Hold on just a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, that was weird. Hold on just a second. I gotta go to the bathroom. Well, that was weird. Hold on just a second. Well, that was weird.